From hilarious collisions to heart-shattering runouts and cricket's craziest controversies. These are moments so wild you'll question if they ever happened. Brace yourself for the most unbelievable chaos in cricket history. For number 1, picture this crazy moment. A lovely shot was played toward the cover region. The Raigad Royals batters sprint for runs, and then on the second run, bam!
On their way back, this is what happened. They run straight into each other.
They collide mid-pitch like two lost bulls. Fielders panic. The keeper's under arms to the bowler. Instead of hitting the stumps, the bowler fumbles. Everyone's clueless. Then Rahul Tripathi storms in like a hero, grabs the ball, aims at the stumps, and misses everything.
Oh, this could be disastrous. Oh, there's so much happening here. Oh, and he misses. Rahul Tripathi misses.
It's a laugh-out-loud moment, if there ever was one. The ball flies to the boundary for 4 extra runs. From a run-out chance to gifting runs, pure comedy gold. And guess what? Vicky Oswald, the batter, went on to score a match-winning 74 runs. Cricket, sometimes it's just chaos that wins. At number 2, we have the most thrilling finale to a Cricket World Cup game in living memory. June 1999 at Edgbaston, and South Africa were 205 for 9, needing 9 runs off the last over, with all-rounder Lance Klusener at the crease. The first 2 balls were thrashed for 2 magnificent boundaries. The first was through the covers, and then the second was wide, long off. South Africa were at match point, and the equation was now 1 run to win from 4 balls. The noise in the stadium was deafening. The third ball was chaos. Klusener swiped the ball down to mid-on, and Alan Donald was out of his crease. The game could have ended right there with a direct hit, but Darren Lehman missed it. A huge lifeline because Donald made a big error there. He was well short of his crease. There was a chance for both Australia and South Africa with 3 balls left, and the scores tied. For the next ball, Klusener took another swipe down the ground, and the ball bobbled down the ground past the stumps. But Alan Donald this time stood rooted to the spot. Alan Donald, what have you done? Trepidation turned to tragedy. A perfect throw from Mark Waugh to Fleming, then to Gilchrist. And Donald was run out in a blink. It was heartbreaking for South Africa because the tied match meant Australia reached the final with a superior Super 6 stats record. That awful mix-up, it's etched in cricket folklore. Klusener nearly won it single-handedly, but could not finish the game. Donald froze like a deer in headlights. He likely still felt the impact of the previous ball. A heartbreaking way to lose a cricket game with such high stakes. Was that the craziest moment in cricket history? Like what you see so far? Like and subscribe and never miss our new releases on the channel. Now at number 3. Yet another crazy finish to a cricket game. It's Australia versus the West Indies in the one-day series finale at Guyana. The series was tied 2-2 and it was all to play for. Australia needed 6 runs off the last over to win the game. Steve Waugh, the batter, initially hit 2 runs, and then bowler Arthurton somehow bowled 4 dot balls. He was going to be the hero, surely. Steve Waugh needed 4 runs off the last ball, but Waugh and his partner Warren could only manage 2 runs. Just as the second run was being completed, there was a swarm of pitch invaders, but the runout was completed. Look closely. Did the batsman make his ground? The crowd invasion caused chaos. Stumps were stolen. The players were shoved around. Steve Waugh's bat was nearly stolen. A certain West Indies victory turned into a scene of confusion and madness. In the end, the match verdict was also a shocker. The referee called the game a tie.
Before we get to it, what is the actual result of the match?
Well, we've decided now that the match has been tied.
The sheer stupidity of a few supporters cost the West Indies a series win. Have you ever seen anything like it?
In the air, he doesn't get it. They've gone for 1, they'll come for 2. There's an invasion, and the return comes in. Madness here at border. Absolute chaos.
At number 4, we have yet another classic moment in the Caribbean. The stadium's electric. The match is tied at 138 apiece. It's time for the super over. A crazy moment in the Caribbean Super League is going to get even more mind-blowing. Enter Sunil Narine. The first ball, a dot ball. Second ball, a dot ball. Third and fourth ball, packed with nasty spin. Dots again. Fifth ball, he strikes.
Hit high in the air in the offside. Is this a chance? Yes, I think it is. Take on.
Nicholas Puran is caught out. It's an amazing moment. Sixth ball, another dot. That's 6 balls, 6 deliveries, 0 runs. A maiden super over. A crazy feat unseen in T20 history. The result? TKR steal a stunning super over win, bowled out of the contest by Narayan's genius. At number 5, it's a crazy IPL moment that you simply have to rewatch to be sure it happened. The stage was Dharamshala, and Kohli's already been on fire, smashing a classy 92 runs off 47 balls. In the middle innings, the PBKS non-striker Shashank Singh tried to double a routine run from partner Sam Curran. He tried to chance Virat Kohli, who was fielding at mid-wicket. Out of nowhere, Kohli turned into a cheetah. He sprinted in from the deep, picked up the ball one-handed, and executed a perfect direct hit to send Shashank back to the pavilion. He was caught short and clearly out. It wasn't just a killer throw, it was timing, athleticism, and ice-cool precision in one motion. Kohli's reaction? A smug chin scratch and grin as the squad erupted in celebration.
Into is the call. Virat Kohli running in from the deep and a direct hit. What's happening this time? Virat Kohli thinks it's out. Everybody is charging and celebrating, and we'll find out.
No part of the bat is grounded inside the popping crease when the wicket is broken. I'm ready with my decision for the big screen.
Goes for 37.
For number 6, we have some crazy magic for you. Possibly a crazy moment never seen before on a cricket field. Spin bowler Shamsi bowled a looping delivery to Vihan Loba, who skied the ball to a fielder at long off and was caught. The Shamsi celebration was like nothing you have seen before. Cue the magic. Shamsi whips out a tiny red handkerchief, twirls it, and voila! A miniature magic wand appears. He waves it around like Houdini on the field. Spectators and commentators alike are mind blown.
Is the shoe coming off? No! Look at that! It's magic!
At number 7, we have absolute mayhem and a moment rarely seen before in cricket history. It's day 4 of the second test match between Sri Lanka and Pakistan at the Sinhalese Sports Club. Pakistan are ramping up pressure with a lead of 410 runs, and Sri Lanka's batting was wobbling. Enter Naseem Shah in the 62nd over. The first ball was a dot, but the second ball, he hits Ramesh Mendes on the knee, and a huge appeal for LBW, but the umpire doesn't budge. It's review time. The replay says it's missing. Phew! A relief for Sri Lanka. The second ball, same batter, same tactic, but this time the fingers raised. And this time Sri Lanka review, it's missing, and again it's not out. The next ball comes in and Mendes is struck on the pad. This one looks like the best of the lot. The third successive LBW shout. The crowd holds its breath. The Pakistanis are convinced that they have got their man, but yet again, the review confirms it's missing and therefore not out. 3 consecutive outrageous close LBW appeals, all overturned. A moment in cricket that Pakistan and Sri Lanka won't forget.
Oh, they're up again. They are up again. And I'm telling you now, the TV umpire is going to be busy.
Impact is in line and missing wickets. Ravi, it's missing leg stump.
Would you believe it? Just missing the leg stump.
And Mendes survives in what Twitter called a crazy passage of play. The unlucky Naseem Shah's perfect deliveries met the officials' counterpunch.
Would you believe it? Would you believe it? Just a carbon copy.
At number 8, we are sticking with the same teams, but rewind a decade. Sangakkara is on a marathon innings and 193 not out, batting with the last tail ender Nuwan Pradeep. He cracks Saeed Ajmal for a massive 6 and begins a celebration, thinking he has scored his double century.
And that is double 100. Oh,
In fact, he's 199. Well, he thinks he's 200. He's waving and acknowledging the cheers.
He raises his bat, and even his teammates are clapping for him for his milestone, believing he's hit his 9th Test double century. The ground scoreboard was showing 194, so surely this has to be correct. But wait, this is a huge mistake. He was actually on 193, and the captain Jayawardene realizes it and signals frantically that he needs one more. Confusion ensues. Sangakkara's blood pressure spikes. He trudges back, hoping that he will get his single. The next over was Mohammad Hafiz to the tail-ender Pradeep, and he gets clean bowled. Disaster for Sangakkara, who stranded on 199 not out at the end of the Sri Lankan innings. He shakes his head in disbelief. After 9 hours of toil and crazy moment, Sangakkara was just one run from reaching 200. The saving grace was that Sri Lanka won the game comfortably, but Sangakkara won't forget that game for life.
All bowled in. So that's the end of the Sri Lankan innings. Sangakkara remains on 199 not out, and he should be pretty disappointed. And he had every chance of getting to the 200.
For number 9, another Sri Lankan moment of controversy. It's an international series, and England are chasing to win the game with Nick Knight and Graham Hick at the crease. Suddenly, spinner Muttiah Muralitharan gets called no balls for throwing, again by umpire Ross Emerson. Ranatunga's reaction was fury. He confronted the umpire, and after a lot of finger pointing, without thinking twice, he marches his entire team off the field in protest, like a teacher dragging naughty students out of class. There was a stunned reaction in the stadium. The commentary boxes were exploding with chatter.
Have had enough. They've conceded the match. Well, I've got to say that I've got just a little bit of sympathy with the Sri Lankans here. They've absolutely had enough.
After heated talks with officials, Ranatunga finally brought his team back to resume the play. Why did he do it? Because for him, no one messed with Murali, not even the umpires. More importantly, no one was messing around with Sri Lankan cricket that day. In a just resolution, the umpire was sacked and never returned to his cricket duties. Does it sound harsh? But Muralitharan will go on to be the greatest spinner that graced the game. We made it to number 10, and we are back in the Caribbean. The series was tied 1-1 and the stakes were high. Alzarri Joseph bowled a brilliant wicket maiden in his second over. But wait, he's still not happy with his effort. He wants more. He's furious. But why? In a heated row against Captain Shea Hope about field placings, this was surely a crazy overreaction. In the moment, Alzarri was unshakable. No way, that's not going to be enough, he argues, relentlessly with his skipper, Shea Hope. But instead of calming down, Alzarri Joseph stormed off the pitch mid-match. A great way to earn a 2-match suspension by a crazy moment of rage, just like he's quitting his job on the spot. The team was now one bowler short. There was furious chatter in the dugout.
Respect your captain on the field.
Alzarri Joseph, who's made his way off the field. He is steaming.
Captain Shea Hope and coach Darren Sammy swooped in to calm the situation. Eventually he cooled off, tiptoed back onto the field, and played a few more overs. He finished with figures of 2 for 45. The West Indies won by 8 wickets and sealed the series 2-1. Phew, that was a relief. Number 11, and do you remember this classic game? The world's fiercest rivals faced off in the World Cup knockout game at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. The match was swinging one way and another like a pendulum. It was anyone's game and is still being talked about in today's social media circles. In the middle overs, Ajay Jadeja tucked the ball into the onside, and then there was a huge mix-up in the middle. Partner Nayan Mongia had to scamper for the single after the mix-up, and the throw came in from the fielder. In a split second, the bowler Mushtaq Ahmed dislodged the bail with his hand before collecting the ball. Not only this, he dropped the incoming ball, and the rushing Mongia thought he would survive. Fortunately, there was one bail left on the stumps, and Mushtaq promptly collected and dislodged.
Will they come back for the second? They should. The ball's right between the fields. But there's a mix-up here. This has got to be... Oh, no, he's dropped him. No, he's out. Yes, I've got him. He's got him, that's for sure. He was very lucky there, though. He knocked off one bail. The tenseness, Anwar was the man. He knocked off a bail. Luckily, there was one left, and he knocked that one off as well.
When the stakes are high, crazy things happen, and this was yet another moment in a pulsating match between the rivals. For number 12, we have both crazy and embarrassing at the same time. The scene was the Melbourne Cricket Ground in the deciding match of the 5-game series. New Zealand needed 6 runs to win off the final ball. Surely they weren't going to do it. But what do the Australians do? Captain Greg Chappell ordered his brother Trevor to bowl underarm, rolling the ball along the ground to shut down the chance for a 6. It was an absolute joke. The result? Brian McKennie blocked it defensively, tossed his bat in disgust, and Australia won the game by 6 runs. The MCG crowd booed, the game was over, and it was arguably the most bizarre way to end a cricket game. The New Zealand Prime Minister called it the most disgusting moment in cricket history. At number 13, we exercise the spirit of the game. Picture the stage where Australia were batting and chasing a tricky total. Cue the drama. Andrew Symonds was given out LBW for 10 runs. The umpire, Peter Manuel, raised the finger, but hang on, something doesn't feel right. The umpire confers with fellow official Billy Bowden, and Sri Lankan skipper Marwan Atapattu gives a nod. In an extraordinary move, Symonds was recalled, an act of pure cricketing fairness.
What a magnificent gesture.
Now on strike, Symonds unleashes, smashing a quick 36 and bringing Australia close. But Sri Lanka held on, winning by 1 run. If it was a World Cup game, would this have happened? Sportsmanship or stupidity? You decide. For number 14, we have no idea where this one came from, but it's pure comedy. You, the fans, can tell us the match and the venue, but this shows you the entertainment there exists in schoolboy cricket. Just look at the sheer mayhem. At the end of it all, the batters got the winning runs. Do you want one more? Number 15 is a good number to finish. Village cricket never ceases to amaze. If you like this video, you're going to love the next one. Just check out these next videos.